Okay, the main premise of this video was the quote that I've been thinking about for the past week, and it was, preparation is best for logistics, but preparation behind creativity leads to perfectionism. The main reason why I've been thinking about this is for the past week I've been at work and school's over, everything's over, and at least for the summer, and I've just been thinking about when's my next video or when's my next photography project, because it's been a minute since I've done anything as a creative outlet. So in that quote, preparation is best for logistics, but preparation behind creativity leads to perfectionism. But within that statement, I say it is a battle for a lot of creatives while working in their craft. Their creativity and their ideas hit a spot where they want to start creating, but planning for those ideas become a jail since they don't want to fail in making those creative projects. When we first started, we found a creative outlet and we wanted to just create. We were naive and didn't know any of the rules. We performed endless reps, and we put in volumes into our craft, not really caring about the quality since we didn't really know any of the rules. As we continued, we found artists we liked, we learned, and we built our taste up. We then second-guessed ourselves, reflecting on whether the art was good enough to us and to others. We started caring about our art since it started reflecting our values. We feel like we would be judged. Just like how we built our own taste, others may do the same. We then are hit with this dilemma. We want to create and become better and build our taste even further, but we start questioning if it's good enough. What if I miss a shot? What if I don't have enough time? What if I don't have enough paint? What if I mess up? We dig ourselves into a hole of self-pity and excuses for the lack of creative growth. So last summer, I really got into a person named Rick Rubin. Here's a picture. In short, he basically described ideas as this free-flowing type of thing, and they start moving towards people that are like tuning into a frequency to attract those ideas. So let's say I'm a creative person in the photography type of world. I try to channel those type of ideas to come towards me, right? That's kind of the idea of his ideas. It sounds kind of weird, but hear me out, right? So I was kind of skeptical. As I started listening to a little more, I was finally hit in the face with this, because after hearing that, I was reflecting on my past projects. About 4 years ago, I had an idea of taking photos of students and professors or teachers performing their hobbies or wearing whatever hobby centered clothing or gear or equipment or whatever, and then placing them into the classroom. And basically the whole idea was, I'm more than a student, I'm this, right? I'm more than a professor, I'm this. I'm more than just a student, I'm more than just a teacher. And it's basically giving a little bit more clarity of expressing what a professor or student might portray themselves outside of classes, and not just as hey, I'm a student and that's all you get to know me as. It's a pretty simple idea, of course, right? But at the time I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. And I really wanted to do this photo project because I thought it would be visually striking and I thought it'd be really fun to do. But I kept it on the back burner because I just never had that moment of reaching out to anyone. But sophomore year, I think freshman year or sophomore year rolled around of college, and I officially said, I'm gonna start this project. I emailed one of my professors that I liked, and he was pretty cool. He skateboards and all that. He said, come in on this day, it'd work out, but there's some complications in his email that I couldn't do, right? So I was like, okay, I can't do this project anymore because my favorite professor, or the professor I wanted to start this project with, is saying you can do it, but you have these limitations. And instead of me going in and just accepting the limitations and dropping my fears and ego and all that stuff to go in and to start this project, I ended up just leaving it on the back burner for another couple years again, right? After I let that sit in the back of my mind for a little bit longer, a year or two goes by. I believe last year I saw this, or early this year, 2025, I saw another photographer do this exact same idea, but really well. They did the project really well. They did a lot of students, I think, but they didn't really do, they didn't do only in classrooms. They had a lot of students in like grocery stores, and they had them doing like a lot of crazy stunts inside lecture rooms and stuff like that. I don't remember their name, but the project in itself went viral on TikTok. It was amazing. I was just like, wow, like this happened. Like the idea that was here went up and left to go somewhere else, because I was not the person to make it into a real thing or actualize that idea. And then that idea had to float away to go find someone else better to make it a real thing, right? Like, and I fully accepted that idea from Rick Rubin. Like, the whole ideas float around and they come and go because they're trying to be a real thing. Not saying like they're sentient or whatever the heck, but that idea really resonated with me. After seeing those TikToks of that person's work go crazy viral, like, I was super jealous, I was envious, and I was a little angry. But I wasn't angry at the photographer, right? I would never be angry at a photographer for being able to succeed and do these crazy ideas really well, and then get all the flowers that they deserve, right? Because that's stupid for me to be mad at, right? I was blaming myself constantly for the idea leaving my mind, because it was frustrating that I had such a good idea to me, right? That I wanted to make, and it would be super fun, but I was so into the planning phase that it screwed me over and never really let me find this perfect opportunity to start this project. And I should have just started it in the first place without any perfect time, because there's no perfect time to start anything, right? See, I was mad at myself, and I let the fear of perfectionism control me, and it froze my ability to kind of do anything. After seeing this and realizing a lot of it kind of put me in a spot where I just didn't want to take any photos, or I didn't really want to go out to new places to location scout or really start any projects, even like videos, right? I took photos, but they weren't really good in my head. Again, with the whole perfectionism thing, I didn't really try editing, because I was like, why would I edit something if it doesn't look good? That messed me up a lot, and I think for a while. This is very long and a little convoluted, but the reason why I wanted to start making this video specifically was to kind of just start a series I wanted to start for a little bit now. And it actually gives me the reason to start making videos that I really wanted to make. And I just wanted to be able to get into a certain photography style, an editing style, using certain type of gear, or shooting with certain limitations. Just go out, shoot, learn as much as possible of the style, the editing, whatever, and just go out and do it. Even with this video, I recorded this video like 4 times. But basically, right, it's 8:42 p.m. I went all the way to South Mountain to go film this, and I was gonna make it all perfect. I literally had a whole shot list. The idea for today's video, holy shit, there's so many cars. I hate this. I don't have enough time. I have like 10 minutes. I don't remember my thoughts. I had notes taken for it. I had full-on story panels of each shot that I wanted to take for this video. But again, I made it so much more convoluted, and I quit that part, like making it super flashy, because of the perfectionism thing. Like when I was driving down the mountain, I was like, oh my god, I wasted another hour. Like I could have shot and it would make it look pretty, whatever. I could have just came in here, do a voiceover and a video, person to person or person to camera, and just make it as simple as possible so that I can start my first episode. Yeah, this is very convoluted, not perfect at all, but I wanted to make this as my first episode 0. So this is episode 0 of Creativity is a Muscle. Essentially, it's just a series of me going out, trying new things, and hopefully producing something cool by the end of it. And I don't really care if it's perfect, the photos are perfect, the editing is perfect. The main idea of it is just to make the photographs or art that I'm going to make as cool as I can, and then learn as much as I can. That's pretty much the video. I appreciate you guys watching, for those few people that end up watching the videos, but that's episode 0. I'll see you whenever the next one is. But for episode 1, it's landscapes. Why? I don't know. Just Just watch. Just watch the videos. Just watch the videos. I'm bored. Please. All right. This is episode 0 of Creativity is a Muscle. We'll see you for the landscape episode. You have anything to say?
Your mom, haha.
No?